Neighbours and home and away. Been the nursery for so many talented Aussies that have then gone on to other things, you know. And there's a training that you go through to churn out that much to make it work. That is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, and it's just like doing a play. I have a friend, she's on a circuit in LA now, running the lines most days. She's like 100 pages, and then no rehearsal.
Yeah.
You don't get to look at it, and you just keep moving.
And they do it as a multi-camera setup.
Yeah,
so it's like it's theatre that's put on film.
And if you they keep bringing somebody else to play the character.
Yeah, it is. And they're not soap operas; they're daytime dramas. Thank you very much. So don't you ever watch Soap? Did you ever watch that movie?
No.
Oh, you've got.
Yeah, Soap Dish. Are you referring to
Yeah,
Soap Dish?
with
Sally Field.
Sally Field, yeah. Sorry, Soap was the TV series. Yeah, Soap Dish with Sally Field. And but it is, and I guess, again, we don't have, again, you go back because they're rerunning at the moment, you look at someplace like Skippy.
Right.
The big name in Skippy was Ed Devereaux, who'd come back from England, but you know, you had so many people who came up through there to go through. We just, all the old guys who made Matlock and Homicide, we just don't seem to have that sort of level of production in Australia anymore to grow our talent.
Right.
You know,
I think it's changing a lot. I think I know at least 12 actors from 12 Australians that have moved on back here in the last since COVID. You know what I mean? Like permanently actors. So I think Australia's coming up. Like if we don't have to leave home, why? Like why?
well, I mean, Australia has that reputation worldwide of being a place to make movies now.
Right.
They're coming here to do it. It's a bit funny. It's like I grew up in Queensland and I was a casting director for about 10 years. And I actually, and the running gag was you needed to move to Melbourne so you could become famous enough that you could move back to Queensland. So that they just fly you to the parts, and it's kind of like that. You needed to go to Los Angeles to become well enough known and to a certain level that you can live back here and just get your parts. So, but I mean, and I don't know that people understand how good a reputation the Australian, not in front of the camera, but behind the camera, how highly our behind the camera people are deemed overseas.
No, cruise everything.
Yeah.
And Australians make great for everybody else there. Well, most people, you know, it's really laid back.
Yeah, but that's when we then run into problems with the overseas teams. Is like they're so union structured. I was in 1,000 years ago when I was younger. I was at Universal and they had these Star Trek adventures. So there is a film of me playing Pavel Chekhov someplace in this Star Trek thing. And I was talking to the guy who was the assistant director who was doing it. And we talked about the difference in the industry. And I said, well, here's the difference in the industry. What happens if that light up there blows? He said, well, we shut down until one of the electrician unions comes and replaces that light bulb. He said, what would happen in Australia? I said, Grip would probably run up the ladder, change the bulb, and we keep going. He said, you just shut down for days.
You have to stay in your lane over there. You have to stay, even as an actor, you stay in your lane.